Algae in a reef aquarium can be a pain to get rid of. However, in today's video, let's turn that algae infested aquarium into your dream aquarium that you ever wanted. Hello guys, welcome back to another Seki's Reef video. Today, like I said in the intro, we'll be speaking about my top 5 ways on how to get rid or reduce algae in a reef aquarium. If you haven't yet and you're liking this video, please like the video and subscribe. And remember to click that notification bell so every time I upload a video like this, you'll be notified and you can be the first one to watch it. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's begin. So my first way of getting rid of algae is quite simple. Just doing water changes, weekly water changes, 10% every week or 20% every 2 weeks. That will reduce the nitrates and phosphates, what the algae feeds off of, and that will kind of, starve the algae. So that's one way of doing it. Everyone probably knows to do water changes now, but if you haven't been doing a water change on your aquarium, try doing one and it should help. Okay, so my second way of removing algae is to just manually remove it. Just get in there with a toothbrush or a turkey baster or something and blast the rocks to get rid of all those detritus and algae. And also, scrubbing it with a toothbrush, it will get the algae into the water column, which will get sucked out and get caught in your filter floss or mechanical filtration, whatever it is. What I'd like to do is really manually remove the algae before I do a water change, so then when I come to do a water change, I suck up all the algae that is floating around in the water column, so it doesn't really break down into nitrate or phosphate, which then feeds more algae. So if you're doing that consistently, your algae should be going. However, if your algae is coming back or it's just not going, my third method is doing a blackout. So basically a blackout is covering up the aquarium with some sheets or a towel or some cardboard and try to not let any light go into the aquarium, so there's no light for the algae to feed off of, and that will basically kill the algae and starve them. I recommend only doing this for the maximum of 3 days, because if you do any more than 3 days, your corals will start to get annoyed because your corals aren't getting any light as well. However, you can do it, 1 day, 2 days, but the maximum is 3 days. So if you're doing all of that and maybe you've done a blackout and then the algae went, but then the next day it might came back or something, you can move on to the next method, which is more a chemical approach and actually dosing something into the aquarium. So when I mean by dosing a product called Vibrant. I really recommend that product. So Vibrant is an aquarium cleaner that is pretty much bacteria that goes into your aquarium and basically consumes the algae. I think that's how it works. I don't really know how it works. All I do is I just dose it into the aquarium and it's cleaning up the aquarium quite well. It does take about 6 to 9 weeks though to clean the aquarium, but remember, nothing fast happens in a reef tank, so that is good. However, on the bottle it does say that it can clean aquariums in as little as 12 hours. It can do that. It can clear up the aquarium. Like if your aquarium's cloudy or something, it can make the water go quite clear, which is good. However, in the algae part of it, it will take about 6 to 9 weeks. So how much to dose of this Vibrant is basically every 10 gallons you dose 1 milliliter of Vibrant. So I have a around 45 gallon tank, so I dose 4.5 milliliters of Vibrant every week, like it says on the bottle. However, if you've got more dirtier aquariums, you can dose it twice a week. If you've got more cleaner aquariums, you can dose it every other week. So let's say that you've done all those methods and you've been dosing Vibrant for a long time now and there's still algae in your aquarium. This is my final method of getting rid of algae, and that is invest in a UV sterilizer. Now UV sterilizers are very good, so what they do is when water passes through the UV sterilizer, it basically sterilizes all the bacteria and algae and in your aquarium, which basically gets rid of it all and cleans it all up. However, UV sterilizers does not reduce like any parameters like nitrates and phosphates, so the UV sterilizer just kills the algae, but the algae can like grow back because your tank still has nitrates and phosphates in it. So maybe, you know, having a UV sterilizer with a blackout or doing water changes, actually it will help that a lot and get rid of algae. Anyway, that's my top 5 ways to get rid of algae. If you've enjoyed this video, like I said at the start, like, and if you really enjoyed it, subscribe of course, and remember to turn on those post notifications, so if you do want to see a video like this again, if a video comes out like this again on my channel, you'll be notified so you can watch it. And happy reefing.